when the action happens.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. There's the bell to start round one. They're giving us a high-tempo show. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Just misses with that jab. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Are we about to see Kell Brook go down? Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get...
There's the bell for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. Jab doesn't quite connect. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch much output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't find a home for that jab. Massive blow, and down goes Kell Brook. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in that once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
That forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
So much firepower here. Every time. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Brook in that lap.
Come on, switch on, switch on.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter shot. Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power. Good counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. The perfect counter lands. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. How about that time counter shot? You know the scorecards are going to be all over. Pull it right there. Kell Brook may need to take a knee here. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Time for the 5th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That right jab just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
There's a counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get back out there and win the round.
Let's start the six. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Caught him. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
That's lights out right there.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be...
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked.
Get your mind back. Get
Here comes round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round, that'd be sheer...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. And the referee will allow this to continue. No, we don't hold that thought. Kell Brook may need to take a knee here. Saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter punch. Shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
How counter. Jab slightly off target. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance without...
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a...
I'm gonna get on and back on in about 20 minutes. I'm finna eat real quick.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout.
You hear me?